masculine for you, if she's too wild for you, you move on. But that don't mean that you lay with her. That don't mean that you stick her. Because what happens when you stick, you have little babies.
Talk to them.
They come up. You see that?
In the case of what he was saying, like not really wanting to be with them sometimes, that's when people get unwanted.
Yes, exactly. You see that? So the Bible gives us perfect wisdom on how to deal. Because now, if you decide not to follow that law, now we got a whole bunch of children running around who are mad at the world because they don't have no daddy. Who want to shoot and actually want to be offended because the reason why brothers and sisters or young boys today, they grab their pistol is because they are effeminate.
That's right.
They get that from their mama. You see that? Because they mad at the world or because they see their mama using emotions and they overreact. Men don't act like that. Masculine men don't act like that. And if you do, you got to change your ways. Y'all see that? Real men, they are logical. They're reasonable. They avoid altercations. Why? Because they love their brother as themselves. They see, because I see Christ in you as you can see in me. So I'm not going to pull my pistol out on you just because we have a disagreement. But women do that because they are emotional. That's why you got to be in your children's lives. That's why the Bible says if you want to flirt with somebody and you lay down with them, that's why you got to stay with them.
That's right.
That's yours to keep. You see that? That's why I say marriage is weighty, because if you do that, you bound to her for the rest of your life. You agree with that? Yeah, I know you do. Women like that, but it's just the men, for some reason, we have an issue with that. We don't want to just lay down. Because why? Because the woman kind of jacked up, right? Mentally. But guess what? It's your duty to get them right by the scripture. That's your duty. You got to look at these scriptures and say, hey, listen, this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is what you're supposed to do. That's how we got to fix one another. You see that? Read that again.
Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
You see that? So that's a law of God. Go to Hebrews chapter 13 real fast. It's for you, bro. Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable.
Oh, no. Jump offs, baby mamas.
Marriage is honorable.
Girlfriend and boyfriend.
Marriage is honorable.
There is no term of girlfriend, boyfriend, baby mama, jump off, sneaky link. That's not in the scripture. Let's say that marriage is honorable. Read on.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bad undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
So now, if you decide to jump off and just go from woman to woman, oh, I don't like this one, let me move on. Oh, okay, I hit that, but I don't really like her like that because she's too masculine. God said that is a whoremonger. Meaning that you indulge in whorish ways, meaning that you like to hit. God said that you will be judged. Whether that's through STDs, whether that's through violence because somebody else is jealous of you dealing with that sister. We see it all the time. But guess what? That's God's judgment. God is judging you for not doing what he said to do. He say, you need to deal with that sister. Work it out with her. Because you can fix anything by the words of God. You see that? So read that one more time from the top.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bad undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
See that? So God is going to judge those who are adulterers, meaning that they married and they sleeping around as well. God will judge them too. He is very, very particular about those relationships. Hold up. You get that, sir?
Yeah, I got it.
You got that? Hey, bro, what about you? You heard that?
Yeah, I heard what he said.
Hey, but you gonna follow what the Bible say?
Got no choice, look.
Hey, no, we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? We got to follow what the Bible say to do.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Or we'll be judged. What you got? All right.
When a married person is married and they're trying to, step out of their marriage, talk to somebody else, the other person know they may be married, and it's just like, no, who is the one who's sinning though? Like, are they both sinning, or is it just the person who's coming out who know they're married and trying to do wrong with someone else?
You said, okay, so you're saying that there's a husband and a wife, they're married, the husband goes off and he's cheating, and the wife knows about it.
No. I'm saying, you know, we see this all the time with men who's married.
Yeah.
And a woman could know that they're married, even though their wife.
You mean that the woman that the man is stepping out on, or stepping out with?
Probably want to. You know, if say for instance, like, I'm not really Christian. A man who's married right here, right now, he could be married, see a beautiful woman, and trying to talk to her, but she know like you're married. Stop.
Right.
And he keeps trying to, you know, like, so are they both wrong, or
is she following in the act?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I mean, you got to tell me, because this is your example. Are you saying that the
like
woman
movies,
that
real life, everything? I don't, you know, because it could be certain cases where like I have people who I know that they'll be like, oh,
they're trying to holler at you.
No, not me. I'm not saying me. I'm just saying like in general. I've heard people even talk about, oh, I messed with this married man. And it's like, you think that's cute?
I got
like
you.
that's not good. Like,
Yeah, Matthew 19.
Or if they are just saying, oh, you know, I've heard people say he married, but I'm just getting his money. Like that's still wrong.
I got you. Now, we'll deal with that. Matthew 19, verse 5, I believe.
But they feel like they're not wrong because they're not having sex with that person, but you still are taking from a married man in his household. I feel like that's wrong.
Okay, so you're saying that she is not having sex with the married man. She's just taking his money.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's read this first, and let's just deal with the whole scenario. Give me verse 9, yes.
Matthew chapter 19 and verse 9.
Bring it over.
And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committed adultery.
So now, it said that if a man puts away his wife and marries another, except it be for fornication, meaning that the only way that a man biblically can divorce a woman, a wife, is if she go out and she fornicates, meaning that she go out and commit adultery. That's the only option, or that's the only opportunity for a man to divorce his wife. Read.
And whoso marrieth her, which is put away, they'll commit adultery.
So that marriage, meaning that now there's another woman, well, there's another man that the woman is sleeping with, right? So that man that she's sleeping with, he commits adultery as well. So if I'm married and my wife sleeps with another man, my wife and that man is in the midst of adultery. They're both in adultery. Okay? Now I have the opportunity to divorce her, or I must divorce her. There's no wiggle room with that. The Bible said that if your wife steps out on you and commits adultery, you must divorce her. You understand? So those two are adulterers. That's not the case.
So if a man cheats on his wife, she cannot divorce her?
You said what now?
If a man cheats on his wife, she cannot divorce him?
That's what the Bible says. And let's prove it. Let's go to Romans. Romans, no, 1 Corinthians 7.
That's why when you said, do I want to be married?
Okay, that's the reason why? But guess what? Okay, we gonna get to that. Let's just get this, 1 Corinthians 7. Where it say the bound. What's that, the last, no, go to 30.
Verse 39.
Yeah, 39.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 39.
Bring it over.
The wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth.
You see that? It said that the wife is bound by the law to her husband as long as he lives. Read on.
But if her husband be dead, she is at liberty to be married to whom she will.
So now that's the only chance for a woman to remarry is if her first husband dies. So yes, if he steps out, then that's something that y'all gonna have to work out. Now, jump up to verse, what's that, 10? Hold on 1 second. What's it? Yes. Yeah. I'll start at verse 10.
Verse 10. And unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband.
So if you're married, it said that you cannot depart from your husband, meaning divorce. There is no divorce on the woman's side. But read.
But and if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband.
So now, let's say that there's an issue, whether it be adultery or there's some type of abuse that's going on. You have the liberty to separate.
Right.
But the Bible say that you need to work on reconciliation.
That's right.
Meaning you're going to have to work it out with that man.
Right.
Because why? You're bound by the law until he dies.
Right.
That don't mean that you kill him. That means that you have to be reconciled. You got to go through the process of reconciliation.
Right.
So there's separation, but there's no divorce. Divorce means it's cut, we're done, right? We're through. But this say that you can separate, but you got to work towards reconciliation. Right? But now you said, I don't want to get married. Right? You said that, right? But we just read that marriage is honorable. Meaning that the Lord honors marriage. He honors marriage. Go to Sirach chapter 7. Here's your thing, what you got to do. This is what you got to do. What's that? Sirach chapter 7? What's that? No. Not, yeah. Well, let's go there first. Go to Sirach 6, verse 7. Let's get that first. Read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
So now, the Bible said that you must prove a man first. Before marriage, that friend, you must prove them, meaning during the process of courting, y'all shouldn't be having sex. Y'all shouldn't be just, what they call it? The first night, you hitting it. You're supposed to be proving him to see, is this a man who I can trust to lead me? Because once I marry him, once I lay with him, I'm bound to him. So I got to make sure this is a man that I'm willing to follow. This is a man that I know that is sincere and that's going to keep God's commandments. Because if he keeps God's commandments, he's going to lead me in the right direction. So that's what you need to be trying to figure out first. You see that? Many of us, we skip this part and just start having sex because we're horny. But then now we leave him because he wasn't the man that I thought he was. He was just cute. He just had money, right? But God said, no, you got to be patient and you got to prove this man. You see that? And vice versa, men got to do the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's part of what the Bible tells us that we must do. That's wisdom. But go to now 7. What's that? 25. Yeah.
So Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 25. Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter.
You see that? Read.
But give her to a man of understanding.
You see that? It said, give her to a man of understanding. So marriage is a weighty matter, meaning that it's very, very important. Why? Because you're bound to him.
That's right.
That's why you must prove it. But, read that last line again. But
give her to a man of understanding.
It said, give her to a man of understanding. What is understanding? What does that mean? What that means? Did you know what that means? Understanding?
Like wisdom, knowledge.
Wisdom and knowledge according to what?
God.
To what?
God.
To God. But what? But what? The Bible.
Yeah.
Meaning, what's that? Give me Psalms 111, verse 10. Last verse, and I'm gonna let this come up back to you. This is what it means to give a man, give her to a man who understands. Read that. 111 verse 10.
Psalm 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
Read that last line again. A good what?
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
So a man of understanding is one who keeps God's commandments.
That's right.
That's what you need to be proven. You need to see, does he keep God's commandments?
Right.
If he decides to fall, if he messes up, does he go back to God's commandments? If we have a disagreement as man and wife, where is he going to go? To Steve Harvey, or is he going to go to the Bible?
Bring it out.
Is he going to go to YouTube, or is he going to go to the Bible?
Bring it out.
Is he going to go to one of these pastors or these podcasts on TikTok, or is he going to go to what the Bible say to do? Because if you follow the Bible, then y'all going to be.
That's right.
See that? So that's what you need to be looking out for. A man of understanding.
Oh, I am now.
Marriage is honorable, sister. Don't be out there trying to think that you all independent. I'm every woman. No. You need a man.
That's right.
You need a man to guide you. You understand? Woo. Right, come on now.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, his word